Christmas is usually about presents. It's more about bringing families together and celebrating religious traditions. Some people celebrate by waking up early and wearing pajamas, while others celebrate all day before Christmas until midnight. With the different ways of celebrating, Dr. Ortiz, the assistant chairperson of communications media, chose to follow her family traditions since she lived in Guatemala.
Okay, so I think one of the biggest differences in Christmas celebrations between when I used to live in Guatemala and then when I live here is the opening of the presents, right? So I remember growing up, and we always see this on TV, that American kids always wake up early. The only time they ever wake up early, on Christmas morning, they wake up their parents, they run downstairs, and they open their presents, right? And it's a big thing. They're all in like matching pajamas, blah, blah, blah. In Guatemala, it's totally different. So in Guatemala, typically we open presents at midnight the night before. So Christmas Eve is the big celebration, right? You get together with your family. You have a big dinner, ham, similar things. Probably not mashed potatoes, which is the great thing about Christmas in the United States, by the way. But you usually go to Mass. So you go to, well, we are Catholic, so you go to church and you have to be there around midnight because that marks, the 25th coming. But when you're little, you don't really have to go to Mass because it's midnight. But you do get to open presents. So when midnight comes, all the kids are still awake, by the way, because we've been burning fireworks all night on our own. Yes, it's true. And then we gather around and we get to open all the presents. And it's not all the presents because it's not a lot of presents. My family's not big into presents. We usually do like one present per person. But when I was growing up, we would do it at my house most of the time at midnight with all my cousins. And we would open our presents at midnight. And then, no one wakes up early on the 25th. We don't really do anything on the 25th because we're all so tired from like partying and putting out fireworks and everything on the 24th. Other years, we would go either to my paternal grandparents' place or my maternal grandparents' place, but the same story. Eat, fireworks, presents. By 1 o'clock, you're in bed, surrounded by your toys, and you don't wake up the next morning for a long time. And of course, here we've kind of adapted that a little bit. Since we're older, we can sit through church. My mom usually makes us go through church. And then when we get home at 12:30 in the morning, then we get to open our presents because we still open presents at midnight. I'm not waking up in the morning on the 25th. To open presents. So we still do that.
In addition, Guatemala tradition, she also combines Greek tradition into her Christmas tradition.
I've gotten to celebrate Christmas with my husband's family, who's from Cyprus, a couple times, and they don't do presents, which is really bizarre. They celebrate Christmas, but it's similar to Guatemala. It's a very religious holiday, but they don't give each other presents. I don't even think they have Christmas trees. They give each other presents during New Year's, which, okay, as long as you give me a present, I'm okay. But yeah, I guess those would be the biggest differences from American Christmas celebrations.
As the Christmas tree is the most noticeable holiday symbol in the United States, it's not so much in the Greece culture. With Greece, instead of having a Christmas tree, they have a boat as the symbol for the holiday season. Dr. Ortiz tries to not take everything in about American culture, only mashed potatoes. This has been Gary Clark signing off for IUP TV.